Good morning, students. In the previous class, we were discussing about errors, and we have discussed about absolute error, relative error, and percentage error. Now we'll continue the same topic, error, in which we'll cover combination of error in today's class. And in combination of error will come some points. For example, first point is the error of a sum or a difference. Now we'll understand what we have to do in this. Suppose we do have two physical quantities A and B, and their measured quantities or measured value can be written as A plus minus del A and B plus minus del B, where del A and del B are the absolute errors. This we have discussed in the previous class. Now if we have to find out the addition or the difference of the two physical quantity, then we can directly do that. Z is equal to A plus B. So here we can find out the addition of the two physical quantities. Now if A and B are associated with some absolute error, so the resultant Z will also be associated with some absolute error, and we have to find out the value of this absolute error del Z. So how we can do that? So Z can be written as Z plus minus del Z, A can be written as A plus minus del A, and B can be written as B plus minus del B. And we'll open the bracket, and when we'll open the bracket, it will become A plus B. We have written here A plus B plus minus del A plus minus del B, but what we'll do, we'll take plus minus common out of this. So what we'll get, A plus B plus minus bracket del A plus del B. But we know that Z is equal to A plus B, so in place of A plus B, what we will do, we'll write Z. So here we'll get Z plus minus del Z is equal to Z plus minus del A plus del B. So on comparing these two equations, Z and Z, they will cancel out, or on comparing we'll get del Z is equal to del A plus del B, or we can say that plus minus del Z is equal to plus minus del A plus del B. Plus minus and plus minus will cancel out, and finally del Z will be equal to del A plus del B. So this will be the resultant of, or we can say that this will be the value of the resultant absolute error in the combination of two physical quantities. Now if there will be the difference, if Z is equal to A minus B, then also the value of del Z will be equal to del A plus del B. So from this note we can conclude that when two physical quantities are added or subtracted, the absolute error in the final result is the sum of the absolute errors in the individual quantity. मतलब कोई भी हमारे पास दो फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज होंगी, इफ वी हैव टू ऐड और सब्ट्रैक्ट द टू फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज, द रिजल्टेंट ऑफ द एब्सोल्यूट एरर will be equal to the sum of the absolute error in the individual quantities. Whatever quantities we have to add, the resultant absolute error will be equal to the sum of the absolute errors in the individual quantities. So we'll understand this by taking one example. So example, this is an example given in your book. The temperature of two bodies measured by a thermometer are T1 20 degree, this is the true value, plus minus 0.5 degree Celsius, this is the absolute error in this quantity. And T2 temperature, second temperature is 50 degree Celsius plus minus 0.5 degree Celsius. And what we have to find, we have to calculate the temperature difference and the error in this, and the error in the two temperature. So first of all, we can easily find out the temperature difference T2 minus T1. So what will be the measured value of T2? It is 50 degree Celsius plus minus 0.5 degree minus 20 degree Celsius plus minus 0.5 degree Celsius. So T2 minus the difference of the true values can be directly find out by subtracting the two quantities. 50 minus 20 will get 30 degrees Celsius. So this is the actual temperature difference. But what about the errors? As we have discussed in the previous concept, the resultant absolute error will be the sum of the individual absolute error of the two quantities. So absolute error in T2 is 0.5 and absolute error in T1 is 0.5. And what will be the resultant absolute error? So this will be the sum of the two absolute errors, and we'll get del T is equal to 1 degree Celsius. So the temperature, the final temperature can be written as T dash, that is equal to the actual temperature difference 30 degrees Celsius plus minus the absolute error, that is 1 degree Celsius. So this will be the answer, 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 1 degree Celsius. So this is the way how we have to find out the errors in the sum or in the difference. Now our second point is errors of a product or a quotient of two quantities. Suppose if we do have two quantities A and B and their absolute error are del A and del B respectively. So the product of the two quantities will be Z is equal to A and B, or the quotient will be Z is equal to A upon B. The resultant of the absolute error of the two Z will be the same. So the error del Z in Z is given by, this is the way how we have to find out the value of del Z. So this Z can be written as Z plus minus del Z, and A into B can be written as A plus minus del A into B plus minus del B. What we'll do, we'll just open the bracket. The multiplication of A will with the second bracket. So it will be A into B AB and A into A del B plus minus B del A plus minus del A into del B. And here it will be Z plus minus del Z. Now what we will do, we will divide LHS left hand side by Z and right hand side by AB. Since we know that Z is equal to AB, so we'll divide both sides by the same quantity. One side will write Z and another side will write AB. And on division what we'll get, 1 plus minus del Z upon Z is equal to 1 plus minus del B upon B plus minus del A upon A plus minus del A del B upon AB. Since this quantity is very small, ये जो absolute error वाली quantities हैं, these are very small quantity. For example, in the question, look at this, 0.5 and 0.5. These are the absolute values of absolute error, and these quantities are normally considered as a very small quantities, and they are generally in decimal. So whenever we'll multiply the two decimal quantity, the answer will be very less. So that small quantity del A and del B will be divided by a greater quantity, and hence the fraction will be very small, and this will be that much small that we can easily neglect this value or this quantity, and hence we'll get 1 plus minus del Z upon Z is equal to 1 plus minus del B upon B plus minus del A upon A. Now, so here we'll cancel 1 and plus minus. Here also plus minus, will take plus minus common out of this, and hence we'll get del B upon B plus del A upon A. So plus minus and plus minus will get cancelled, and finally the resultant will be del Z upon Z is equal to del A upon A plus del B upon B. So in case if we have to find out the value of del Z, then what we'll do, we'll just multiply it with this term. Z will be multiplied by the sum of the relative error in the two quantities. So this is for both Z is equal to A into B, whatever may be the quantities A or B. If we have to find out the product or the quotient, the absolute error of the resultant will be the sum of the relative error of the two quantities. So here we can, one important point or note we have to discuss, when two quantities are multiplied or divided, the relative error in the resultant is the sum of the relative error in the multiplier or in the quotient. So these are the relative error. So the resultant relative error will be equal to the relative error of the will be equal to the sum of the relative error of the two individual quantities. We'll discuss, we'll cover one example, and it will be very clear from this example कि हमें करना कैसा है इसको. Now the resistance R is equal to V upon I, where V is equal to 100 plus minus 5 volt and I is equal to 10 plus minus 0.2 ampere. So 100 and 10, these are the true values, and 5 and 0.2 are the absolute errors. Find out the percentage error in R. What we have to find? We have to find out the percentage error. Before calculating the percentage error, we have to find out the relative error. So how we can find out the relative error in the two quantities? If the quantities are in the quotient V and I, ये quotient में, so what we'll do, if Z is equal to A and B, so the resultant del Z upon Z, the relative error of the resultant will be equal to the sum of the relative error of the two individual quantities. That means del R upon R, we have to find out the relative error and the percentage error in resistance. So what we'll do, we'll find out the relative error of the potential difference and the relative error in the current. So del R upon R can be written as 5 upon 100 because 5 is the absolute error and 100 is the true value or the real number, and 0.2 is the absolute error and 10 is the true value. So here we can by just substituting the values in this, we'll get the answer of del R upon R. So del R upon R can be written as 5 upon 100 and here it was 0.2 upon 10. So this thing can be written as 0.05 plus 0.02, and finally on adding this will get the relative error 0.07. But in question we have to find out the percentage error. So for calculating the percentage error, we have to just multiply the relative error with the 100, and hence we'll get 0.07 into 100 will get 7% is the answer. So in the given question, the error will be of 70% in the value of resistance. So this is the way how we have to find out the absolute error or the relative error when the two quantities are given in the product or in the quotient. Now the third point is, or C point is, error in case of a measured quantity raised to a power z is equal to a to the power n. If the quantities are given in such a manner that they are raised to the power n. So how we have to find out the error in this type of questions? So first of all we'll drive the formula. This z can be written as z plus minus del z and a can be written as a plus minus del a to the power n. Now what we'll do, we'll take z common, and once we'll take z common from here, this del z will be automatically divided by z, because once we'll open this bracket, then we'll get this resultant. So this can be written in this manner after taking z common. तो यहाँ पर denominator में z आ जाएगा. Similarly, we have taken a to the power n common from this bracket, and we'll get 1 plus minus del a upon a to the power n into an. But an is equal to z, so z and z will cancel out, and what will get 1 plus minus del z upon z is equal to 1 plus minus del a upon a to the power n, and will cancel out each and everything, and this thing del a upon a to the power n can be written as n into del a upon a by binomial theorem. By binomial theorem, this you will study in mathematics, कि जब भी कोई पावर n जो भी n पावर है किसी भी क्वांटिटी के ऊपर है तो उसको हम आगे मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू द बायनोमियल थ्योरम. So this thing can be written as del z upon z is equal to n del a upon a. So whatever be the power of a given relative error, we have to just multiply it to the relative error. For example, if z is equal to a square, then del z upon z can be written as 2 into del a upon a. If it is a to the power 3, then here it will be multiplied by 3. So like this way we can find out the absolute or relative error of a given quantities. Now note, if z is equal to a to the power b, b to the power q upon c to the power r. So here whatever may be the power of the physical quantity, we have to just multiply this physical quantity to the relative error of the physical quantity. For example, a to the power p can be written as p into del a upon a. If the two quantities are in product, then we have to just do the sum of the relative error. Then b to the power q can be written as q del b upon b plus c. Now this quantity is given in the division. So again we have to find out we can consider the solution by considering it positive into r की power आगे आ जाएगी, and it will be r del c upon c. So this is the actual way of solving the relative error. Now hence we'll conclude that the relative error in its physical quantity is raised to power k is the k times the relative error in the individual quantity. If अब इसी चीज़ का एक एग्जाम्पल हम देख लेते हैं. Question, this question is also given in your book. Find the relative error in z if z is equal to a to the power 4, b to the power 1 upon 3 upon c to the power 1 and d to the power 3 by 2. So according to the concept, the relative error in the resultant quantity will be equal to 4 times the relative error in a, that is 4 del a upon a, 1 upon 3 times the relative error in b, plus 1 times the relative error in c, plus 3 upon 2 times the relative error in d. So this is the way how we can find out the relative error in z. Now one more thing, if in question the percentage error is given like this, ki a do have a percentage error of 1%, B do have a percentage error of 2%, C do have a percentage error of 3%, and D do have a percentage error of 4%. Then what we'll do, we'll write here 1%, here we can write 2%, here we can write 3%, and here we can write 4%. So by doing this, we'll calculate the final answer. Here it will be 4% plus 2 upon 3% plus 3% plus 3 to the 6%. So like if we'll add these sum, then we'll get when we'll add this percentage error, then we'll get the actual value of the percentage error. So this type of question you might face in your exam or in the worksheet also. Thank you.